Fantastic. So welcome everybody. Welcome to today's session. As usual, being a Sunday, we meet and we talk about matters health, how to live a longer, healthier life. And today we have a very, very special speaker who is going to talk to us about how to ensure that our environment is clean and how to get paid doing it. Because that is totally possible. And that is none other than Dan Odero. Dan, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Fantastic. Karibu sana and take it away.
Thank you, Fred. Karibu sana. Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening for those. Well, it's good morning for some people who are in a different area. Good morning to you. On Sundays, we discuss matters of health, but also one of the matters we discuss what affects health. My name is Dan Odero. I have been in this business for close to 30 years now. And there are a few things that we do realize that we need to have. One of the things is most important in our minds, how is our health and things that affect our health. Many people are affected by health challenges, and some things were not there before, but well, it has become a problem now. Some of the things that have affected us are things like food processing. When there's food processing, some of the essential things in our foods are taken out. And at times, it is advisable. Some people say you must treat your health, treat your food as medicine. So, what are the foods that can help us? But today, we want to talk about cleaning and environment. Now, some of you might wonder, yeah, but environment and health, how does that tie in? It ties in. Nobody of us does that without even thinking. We clean, we buy something to clean our houses. That is something we do automatically. Whether you had a recession, whether the month was bad, whether you had probably you got laid off, whether it's you have money in your pocket or not, there has to be some cleaning done. And this is the thing we do over and over again. In fact, in no than thinking. Some people budget for it, some people don't budget, but they find themselves have to do some cleaning. Now, another thing that hits the minds of everybody, myself and maybe you also, is making a little bit of extra money or making some money. And extra money because many a time, the amount of money we earn from our work sometimes is not enough. It's not quite enough. Things happening, I need a bit of extra money. That's why sometimes a lot of things are happening in Kenya and probably around the world. A lot of people are borrowing extra money. We borrow some money to top up the money we don't have. So when people, my colleagues and people also in our business, when they go and suggest that you need to take care of your health, you need to supplement, sometimes it doesn't add up. It doesn't add up in our minds that it's not part of our budget. Already I'm struggling to make ends meet. Where do I find extra money to take care of health? Not that it's not important. It's not that the money may not be readily available. If you had a choice of saying, I have some cleaning product to buy or something for health, many times people would think the cleaning product. It's a choice many of us make because that is what is really I need for now. I need to clean the place. If I don't clean, this will be a problem. And when you're doing that cleaning and buying a product that is good for our home, to clean our home, do we sometimes consider not only the effectiveness, how safe is the product we use in our house? What is the safety measure? Is it poisonous or not? How safe is it? And if we take that even a little bit further, if you start thinking about it, the safety of the products I use in my house, how sure am I that the product I'm using in my house is safe? I remember when I was small, and maybe some of you have also seen it because with small children, I remember seeing a bottle of Dettol, and it looked to me when I was that young, it looked like something nice. It looked like a syrupy thing, and I drank it. There are many cases of children getting poisoned in the house because there was something that was poisonous. So they say that when keep things out of the reach of children. And families sometimes find themselves in a crisis when a child has taken something poisonous, or some of us, something poisonous falls into our food and we had a problem. How do we take care of this? How sure are we besides feeding the family and making sure that they are well fed, they have a balanced diet, are we also getting them? Are we sure that the products we have, the things we have for cleaning house, for taking care of cleanliness is not poisonous? Like Fred, I worked in the hotel industry for a long time. I worked in the industry almost 30 years ago. I worked in the hotel industry, and I worked there in very many departments. Now there's a lady who was, I remember, I met her 20 years later, 20 years after that. She'd worked in the hotel industry. She was a housekeeper, and she worked there for many years. So she was working with the cleaning products. When I met her 20 years later, very recently, she was sickly. Many things were affecting her. Her hand, she had problem with her hands and allergies. She could not eat some things which she used to eat, she couldn't enjoy any longer. She was sickly. She had to go, she had ulcers, she had so many problems. And those problems were related to the products used for cleaning all those years. She had worked in Kenya, she had worked also overseas, and now she was back, but she was sickly. In fact, I met her because also she came to our company. She came into Near Life and she was looking for products to help her with her health. But all those years, the effect was very bad. The cleaning products she had used over and over again as her work had affected her so badly, she was fighting crises. There were things her body could not take any longer, things she could not eat any longer, things that she had a lot of problems. Unfortunately, she passed away. And you might say this is an extreme case because the cleaning products in our house, we don't get to that level. But these are the small things. Sometimes you're sickly and you're wondering what is causing your problem and you can't take it off. It's not what you're eating. It could be what you're using in your household. I remember another case also, somebody who said they had a worker who had worked with them for many years. He had worked for so many years with them. He was a great guy. They had kept him on. He had worked with them for almost 20 years. But now he had a problem with his hands. His hands were in such bad shape. And he had got to the doctor. They said he had cancer of the skin. They had something had formed on the skin. It was very badly off. Because I said to him, they was trying to help him. But he had a problem. And the products they had used for cleaning caused a problem to his hands that were, he had a cancer that now he had to deal with. Many of us do not consider this. We don't think about it. But over the years, the things we use can cause us serious health challenges if we're not keen on it. So when you're going to buy something for cleaning your home, it is good to be cognizant, know that, is this thing safe? If it's not safe, over the years, I might have a problem that I have to deal with. Then we become so important to you because then you start looking for medication and you cannot live on medication. You have to look for an alternative. The alternative has to be supplementation, medication, and supplementation. So you become to a point where you're sorting out a problem. You live the rest of your life sickly, costly to you. And the money you worked for all those years now goes to doctors. You have to look for friends to raise money to help you because you cannot afford it any longer. Because of the things you've done over a period of time, the best thing to do, prevent. Get things that are safe, not only for you. All the time, the company, which is over 60 years old, has been focusing on products that are environmentally friendly, but also good to us. That is a safe product in the house and has been in South Africa since 1970. That's almost 50 years ago. The product, in fact, during the time of the product, because they've got a scientific advisory board that checks on how good the product is, they check how can we improve this product. All they could do is put in a smell. But it was so good because they tested it. It was safe. Our products, you can use them, you can clean with it. Take the product when you have the water from there, pour it in your plants, and the plants grow. Don't when you pour it in a certain patch next to the kitchen, you find things have dried up. And we still use that product for cleaning our dishes in our homes, for our families. For our families. We're not thinking if that's the effect on a plant, on other things, what's the effect on our bodies over time? We don't consider those things in your house. If you've been invited here, ask the person who invited you here, please show me the safe products you have in your company. Now, I'd like you to consider one thing, because we're also talking about how this thing can make you money. It's something we do every day. So if you're looking a way to make extra money, why don't you look at a way, something that you do on a day-to-day basis? Because something you do on a day-to-day basis means a little bit of money saved here, a little bit of money made extra here makes a big difference. It's not how much money you earn, it's how much, what you do with the little money you earn, putting aside, doing something with it. This is what makes the difference. So now, consider with me, just consider, because when I look at a lot of companies, supermarkets, our phone service, Safaricom, a lot of people have got what they call a point value, and they call it loyalty points. They call it loyalty points. Have you seen those loyalty points? They're quite nice. Because I remember shopping in one shop, and some of you might have seen it. When you shop with the loyalty points, they accumulate over time. And over some time, you get some credit. So it means that you can go with those points, you can go and buy something. So it's a bit, you can buy something. So you say, if you save the whole year, you can buy a few things because they put the money together. They have said these loyalty points means that after buying for some time, you can go and pick up something nice. You can go and pick an extra piece of meat there, something nice where you can pick up a cake, you can pick up something without having the cash because your loyalty points put aside. But those loyalty points, which is a nice idea, because then people say, every time I shop there, I have some points put aside. Every time I shop there, I have some points put aside. But these are loyalty points because those points normally they are very, one point is about a shilling 80 cents, not so much. So you don't get, you have to save for, you have to have done it for so long to get something substantial. Those loyalty points only benefit you. They're your points. You cannot transfer them to somebody else. If you told somebody else, I got loyalty points, and they went and buy there, you don't benefit. Have you sold somebody? Go to this shopping group, Taivas, Shandarana, Food Plus. Go and buy there. When you get there, you get some points. When you do that, you don't get any benefit. It doesn't benefit you. Let's imagine something. Let's imagine that those loyalty points were worth a little bit more. They were worth a little bit more. If they're worth a little bit more, that means they had more points there. You don't have to save for so long. Maybe in a month's time, you can get your benefit back. Maybe those loyalty points, one loyalty point maybe was like was like $1, like $1, which is about 120 shillings. So 100 loyalty points is $100. Wouldn't that be exciting? What if with those loyalty points, then you could also, when you told somebody else about it, because they benefited, you also benefit, because it says, because you're the person who told the person about these loyalty points, even you benefit. So the amount of points you get is bigger because that other person went and bought. So if imagine you also get recognized for that. And then the loyalty points, that means in a month's time, you can get quite a bit of money back just by shopping there, because points are put aside, but it's 100 shillings a point. And every time you introduce somebody and the points came together, now you have more points. Your points are bigger. And let's imagine the place you're buying for has shops not only in one country, has got shops in different countries around the world. And if you told your brother went to study and he told his friend in America, those points also add up to your points. That means that you start earning some money back. They no longer are loyalty points. They now become income generator points. Because every time that you're going there to buy for yourself, 100 shillings, 1 point, so if something has got 10 points, it's so much more. And at the end of the month, they say, because you bought so much, the company says, let's give some money back to you. This is your point you accumulated. A percentage of that back to you. And if you brought somebody else in, it becomes bigger. We gave a lot more back to you. And you've got people in different places around the country, different countries around the world. It gets bigger and bigger. Do you see how doing something normal, imagine this was a reality. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, it is. It is a reality. I've just described to you what happens when you become a part of Neolife International. Every time you go and shop and you buy something for yourself, these cleaning things, which they have got very good quality things for them, every time you buy for yourself, there's a point which is not loyalty, it's not a loyalty point, it's an income generator point. 1 point is about $1, which is about 150 shillings. And at the end of the month, a percentage of that is paid back to put back into your account. So it earns. And if you now went and called somebody, say this thing is so good, and I called my friend in to buy for himself, some people will buy, say, I don't want to go and buy for me. You have got it at a discounted price, but anytime he buys, your volume gets bigger. There's a payment to be made every month. You can put some money in your pocket and it can grow the more you tell others about it. Let us think about it. How many of us have recommended things to others and never get paid for them? That movie, oh, that hairstyle of yours is so nice. Where did you go to? I went here. Have you ever been? Say every time you get paid for it. And now, because the company says you're a part of us, every time you're buying, whether you're buying to go and sell to somebody else or buying for yourself, there's a point value there. That means every time you buy, you have money aside. You start making money without thinking. Without thinking. And every time you recommend someone else to go and do the same, and they do the same, you make money. Can you see now that you can make money by just doing what you normally do, but just changing your buying habit, buying from a company, buying something that is benefiting you and is high quality. Now, I hear some people say, I know about these products from that company. They're a little bit expensive. They're a bit expensive, but expensive in a way. It looks at on face value. There, it's not expensive. It lasts a longer time. We sell they sell a concentrate. Take one product. There's a product called Care disinfectant, 1 liter. The 1 liter is about 1,000 shillings to 1,200 shillings. But that concentrate lasts you over a year and it's hospital grade. Yeah. Hospital grade product. When you actually do that hospital grade product, it lasts you 1 year because you only use a small bit of it, 1 part to 50. But that means you are saving money. It lasts you a longer time. When it lasts you a longer time, it actually helps you. So you're actually saving money with it. Saving money with that also means you're putting money in your pocket because you bought for yourself. And let others do that. So when you do that kind of thing, when you're doing that, you're saving money, you're getting a quality product, you're not worried about the product giving you being poisonous. It's actually safe in the house. This is what we have. That's why we say you can make money every time you're shopping, you're putting money in your pocket. Ladies and gentlemen, if you change that way of thinking, you say the way I can make some extra money for myself is I will save money, I will buying for my own business, putting money in my pocket, the extra money I make, then I can now start making sure I can get supplements for myself to help me, to help my health. I can take a good supplement then. I have money aside because I have money for that. And every time I do that, I have more money available. So now I am no longer asking where I get the money from. I know exactly where I'm getting the money from. I do more of this and I make more money. This is the concept of making money extra. Our business is online. So the person who has invited you can also send you to their website, https shopneolife.com, stroke the person's name, go and look at the products you can buy. You can buy online. But you'll be saving money, you'll be getting a good quality product, but you're putting something aside. Every time you are shopping, you're putting money in your pocket. Does this sound like something that can make sense in 2026? Let's do this. Let's get an income generating point every time you buy. This is what we're doing. This is what happens when you now get involved with the company. But we tell people this: if you want to save money, it's what I'm doing. This is what I do all the time. This is what I do. You go and shop every time. Why are you shopping from there? Loyalty points. Yeah, but loyalty points are, this is points that will change your life because you put money aside. This is what will happen with it. And then you can be sure that the company, because they've got a scientific advisory board that makes sure that the quality of the product is very good. Good quality product. I was using a product to clean my house. I remember when I moved to a new house, there were a lot of cockroaches. You know the problem of cockroaches. You go and buy something that is poisonous, very dangerous. You're very careful about using it. There's a product called a light duty concentrate. when you start cleaning your dishes with it, when you clean around with that, the trouble of ants completely disappeared. To date, I have not seen ants in the kitchen at all. And you don't have to use a lot of it to clean your dishes. You don't have to use so much. You only use a little bit. You only use a small amount because it's a concentrate. We don't sell water. Water is everybody has water in their taps. We don't sell water. The concentrate you go and put the concentrate. Tell someone to demonstrate because demonstrating, seeing is believing. With ice cold water, you can get off grease from your hands. You can use the same product which is for dishes, for cleaning your vegetables, for mouthwash, for shaving. Same product, versatile. So that you're not every month you're taking a bit of money you're going to buy, taking money away, which doesn't come back to you, but every month you've budgeted, you've made. How much do these people make in these supermarkets? How much are they making from what we do every time? Why not take a bit of that, put it for yourself? Change that. A third of shopping is to yourself and recommend to others. Recommending to others. Very soon, Fred, I know, has business in Nigeria. He's got presence in Tanzania. I have business in Rwanda, in Uganda, in Europe. Every time someone does the normal thing they go and do, the volume gets bigger, there's a percentage paid back to you. And the product is a good quality. What more do you need? Because it's a good quality product. Compares to nothing else. When people try the product we have, they cannot go back to something else. They can't. Because it's like night and day. I mean, the quality difference is like night and day. A little bit you put and you clean so efficiently, it's so safe. You never have somebody saying, I developed a skin condition because of the product I use. Never. Go and check it out on the site. Go and check on the site now. Let the person give you the site. Someone please type in there HTTPS backstroke shopneolife.com. Then put the person's name there. Go and check it out. See the products that are there, the quality products. For the last 50 years, we've been using products. Those who have had it in South Africa, some people have been there from the 1970s. The same product, they've grown up with it. They're now old people, they're still using the same product. Good quality product. Saving them money, putting money to the side, a little bit every time, recommending. Because the product is from your company, every time you open your mouth to recommend, it means you make more. So what you now need to start thinking, how do I do recommendation, minimal recommendation? Can I recommend every day? Can I recommend it twice a day? Can I go back to there? So this is it. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope your eyes have been open to a way that I can put some extra money in my pocket. Don't struggle. This is what we need to do. Turn to the person who invited you and ask them, how can I get some of these products to try for myself? How can I be involved? You've been a fantastic audience. Fred, I'd like to hand this back to you. Have a good week ahead with a product from Neolife that changes your life.
Fantastic, fantastic, Dan. That was just amazing, amazing, powerful, powerful stuff. Excited, excited, excited. Guys, you have it. Well put. I will not add anything. We will be back next week with a very powerful speaker on a different topic. But if you want to know more of how to make money, tomorrow at 8 o'clock, Pascal Olo will be here and he'll be talking to us on how to make money with Neolife. Pascal Olo, incidentally, is Dan Odero's upline, and he will be doing a major session tomorrow at 8 p.m. It was great talking to you. Have a lovely evening. This recording will be available a little bit later today. The person who invited you will be able to share it with you so that you can share it with somebody else. Let's go out. Let us earn as we clean. Let us invest our money the right way so that every coin pays you back some money. Don't just throw money on the streets by buying other cleaning products out there. Invest that money in your own business by becoming number one, a member of Neolife. Then start buying your own products, redirect your expenditure, and get paid for the rest of your life. Thank you so much. God bless you, and bye-bye.